is the response since Saturday you've seen from your teammates?
I think the biggest response is we see the things we need to improve on. Like we see the holes in our ship, and we understand that it's a very mature team, guys with a lot of years and a lot of experience. And it started yesterday with practice. We had a really good practice, and we just got to stack another day today.
In this day and age, how hard is it to, as Drink says, block out the noise and not pay attention to all the discussion around you?
Yeah, again, it goes back to that experience. When guys been playing for a while, it's a lot of fifth-year guys, sixth-year guys, seven-year guys even. So we all understand that, and we are reiterating that to the team that it's just about us. And Coach Drink does a really good job at making sure we understand that it's really just about us. So we understand that and we know that.
When you look back at the game as a linebacker, what do you think kind of the challenge was with stopping the run and maybe what didn't work?
I think it was just, how can I say this? A lot of guys, I feel like trying to make a play instead of just, including myself, instead of just doing our assignment and doing our job and playing within the defense. And we understand that as a unit and also as a team. And we look to do better this week and improve on that and just trust in the defense.
Corey, how hard is it to kind of stay gap disciplined when things aren't going your way? You guys do want to make those plays to get back in the game.
Right. Yeah, it's you know, it's pretty hard, man, to do that, to stay within the defense when, you know, stuff is spitting and it's a lot of runs that's spilling and spitting out. But you have to understand you have to still continue to do your job, and that's the point of being mature and the point of trusting the defense. And that's what we have to get back to the death row standard on trusting each other and relying on each other and playing hard together.
It seemed like the quarterback was getting quite a little bit of time when he dropped back pass as well. What was it difficult to generate pressure back then?
Again, I feel like the timing of the blitzes, we just weren't doing exactly what we were coached to do based on the calls that we were getting. And I think that affected his timing as far as him having a lot of time. You know, guys still being on double teams when a guy's supposed to be shooting a gap and that guy supposed to be off the double team, and it makes sense. So stuff like that, and you know, credits to those guys. They're a very good football team, and yeah.
You guys had been tested and faced some adversity the 2 weeks before and managed to respond and answer. What was different on Saturday?
I think it's, you know, nothing against the teams that we've played, but you know, we're just a better football team, you know. And those teams were really good, but I think it's just it goes back to it's just about us, and we have to focus on understanding we have to push through that adversity, you know, even though things are tough at the time. Because like you said, we responded in the past, and yeah, we just have to understand that.
Coach, you just talked about how he thinks UMass is better than their record indicates. What have you seen from them offensively that you think are the keys to the game for the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, man, they have a really good quarterback. He transferred from Clemson, I believe. A good arm talent, good player. Running backs can play. Their receiver, number 11, he's a guy. And in all their games, Coach Drink was even telling us they were in the lead in like the third quarter, late into the game, and you know things shifted for them. But they're a good football team, and it's a good challenge for us, and we're focused on them.
Corey, excuse me, when you were at Miami, you experienced a lot of games like last Saturday where that required a big emotional bounce back. What did you learn from those experiences that you hope to apply this weekend into the future as well?
Man, it's just adversity and being honest with yourself in the mirror and being truthful with yourself. And like that's something I had to do after the game, and because there was a couple plays I left on the field, a lot of plays I left on the field I could have made, and I had to really be honest with myself and tell myself I just have to continue to do my job, you know, because that was just extremely selfish on my part to try to make a play where my guys were trusting me to be here. You see what I'm saying? So it just comes to being honest with yourself. It's just like real life scenarios when you're going through something and something's not going your way. You know, you have to be honest with yourself and see what you could do better. And that's just what we have to do as a team.
When you're talking with your teammates this week and you're having those discussions, you as a veteran guy, how do you keep that conversation on improvements and avoid it being misinterpreted as finger pointing?
Right.
That kind of stuff when you're talking about improvements.
Well, it's easy to have those conversations with these guys because they already are having them on their own. So that's why I was saying with the earlier two questions, we're a very experienced team. So you got like Theo and Tristan and Mookie already talking about improving, and I'm just adding on to what they're saying. So it's already easy enough said and done, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Anything else for Corey?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Corey.